Hey guys, so we're going to see what I have done here in the garden and update you on the shade cloth. Alright, sorry for the shaky intro. This little one, it wants attention and she's just not getting it. But anyways, so we know, be quiet. So these guys right here, I have planted 2 of them here. Hi Lilith, yes, you want those, I know. So I have one here and one there. These ones are a little different from each other, it looks like, and coloration. Kale's still there, she's still crying. The broccoli is still doing good here. These little Johnny Jump Up, violas, pansies, whatever you want to call them. 2 of the plants aren't doing so great. Looks like 2 of the plants may have died on me out of the 6. And looks like the rest are doing okay. Especially that purple one there. This purple one and that orange one seem to be doing good. Will you stop? Stop. My bachelor buttons are doing well. I only still have the 5 that have survived. The poppy right here, still unknown on variety, but it's doing great. My dill right here, as I get beat up by the flag, is doing lovely. Pineapple sage is doing good, and as you can see, this light right here isn't as intense as it was before. This guy right here, that the cat's in front of and now covering, looks like it's going to be an artichoke. I do believe this is one of my Kajari and or tiger melons. We're to be determined on that one. Regular garden sage is doing lovely. Oh, lost a leaf somewhere over there. These little guys right here are probably my balsam. This stock flower is doing great compared to the other stock flowers. This Rio over here isn't doing so bad. It hasn't gotten any bigger yet, but it's still doing fine. The Icelandic poppy isn't doing so great. This dirt sunk down around it and the roots kind of got exposed at the top, so I'm kind of worried about it's not going to do so well. Maybe a bite. And then my petunia is doing good. I need to deadhead some of these flowers, but it looks like more are going to grow anyways, so it's not so bad. They are starting to not be so spotty, which I'm kind of sad about, but they are hybrid, so potentially some of the flowers may just go back to regular colors. This Rio got sunburnt severely. No earthly clue as to what's going on with that rosemary. It just looks like it up and died on us randomly. And then we have over here. Now, this had some peas back there. They didn't do so great. A new pea popped up. It died because of the sun. It wasn't doing so great either. So I planted some more. And now these little lovelies right here. I don't know if you can see them. But they're popping up now. And then these guys right here. They're also popping up. So I'm happy about that. And that one little lonely lettuce is still sitting there. Let's see. I did these little hoop things out of some reinforcements that you would use for masonry. I think they're called ladder something. Anyways, you get them in the masonry section and you use them for like brick and concrete support. These are my zucchinis. That one's doing a lot better than this one over here. The one random onion right there. My straight neck squash, however, is not doing so well. So I'm not sure if that one just got too burnt or what, but it's not doing great. There's a teeny tiny lettuce randomly in the mix over there. Alright, coming back down here. This lettuce bolted on me. I'm just letting it go. This lettuce looks like it's going to. These ones seem fine, although they may need water. My bull's blood beets are doing great. My little forest of red cabbages seems to be doing fine, minus the pest damage, which I generally come out here almost every day, every other day. Oh no. The mushrooms still haven't left. They're still popping up every now and again. My cabbage from last year is finally forming a head, sorta, so we're gonna see how that goes. Let's see, all the broccoli and kale over here and lettuce over here is doing alright. The bell peppers back here, I don't know what's up with them. I really don't. They've dropped most of the flowers for that one, didn't produce nothing. This guy over here, I don't know what's wrong with him. One little tiny bell pepper, and that's all we've gotten so far. Oops, sorry. Get out of the flower bed. Move your butt. I don't want to hear it. Out. And I got some more onions just randomly popped in there. And last little bit of lettuce right here. This whole area here is supposed to be potatoes, but I'm starting to see what looks like peppers or tomatoes popping up. But on that note, there are these little guys right here, and right here. It looks like right here too. And now that's just, it's an old thing. And then there's some popping up. So I do see the potatoes. They are starting to pop up. That's nice. So hopefully I'll get another batch of potatoes here in the next few months. This section right here is not shaded. So this is the shade from the house. That's the shade from the tree. The rest of this is complete full direct sunlight. Compared to the sunlight over here, it's a little less compared to this. So that's also really nice. And you can tell a temperature difference if you're out here. So I had put compost that I had made over here, and then just what was left of my raised bed potting mix in the bag that I had to kind of give this soil a little bit of help. But by doing so, with the compost specifically, I have now created a problem. I have little sprouts just popping up everywhere. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm just going to let them go. Some are tomatoes, some might be peppers. Speaking of peppers, this guy is still no flowers at all. Every time I think there's a flower, it's a leaf. I don't know what gives, dude. I really don't. But, I mean, grass. Hopefully, I get something this year. Bell peppers back here, and over there. They're doing alright. They haven't gotten any bigger, and they've put on some leaves, but that's about it. There was one flower on one of these, but I don't know what happened to it. This poor little guy down here, I think he's just done had it. Every time he tries to put a leaf out, it just gets knocked off. And as you can see, here's all the little baby sprouts. I don't know if I can see that very well. Yeah, you can kind of see right here all the little baby sprouts. I'm just going to leave them and see what happens. Those onions I've got to pull soon. I already plucked off one flower from them and just kind of tossed it to the side, but we'll see. These little broccolis here weren't growing, so I moved them. The lettuce in here, I've got to just eat out of there. It's done. The blueberry right here seems to be doing pretty well so far. Let's see. Looks like one or two little leaves are trying to pop up, so that's nice. And then I did the same trellising concept here. I'm going to be putting some cucumbers, cantaloupe, and butternut squash out here, hopefully soon in the next few days. So I'll let them trellis up over those, and then I'm also going to be planting some watermelons, and I'm going to let them just run. And then we're probably going to use the fence behind me, so this right here, we're probably just going to let that be the thing. So back to the plants. Alright, so these guys, I've already done a video on these guys when I got them. I just did another video about a replacement for the raspberries. So it's not out yet as I'm doing this, but it'll be out probably a little bit before this one. But this is the mulberry. As you can see, this one leaf right here looks a little burnt. It is. And so is this little twig right here, but that's fine. It does have extra growth on it, so it's getting there, just needs a little bit of love. I'm going to keep an eye on these. The boysenberries are also producing extra little leaves underneath here. Sorry, you guys aren't in frame. So they're doing pretty well as well. This is the only surviving raspberry out of all of the raspberries I originally got. It has these little leaves right here. And I say that because this one never produced a leaf. Yeah, this guy right here never produced any leaves. This is my other blueberry plant. Looks like it has one little section that's trying to grow, but I am a little concerned with this plant right now, so yeah, it's still bendy. I gotta water it, so that might be the problem. My other boysenberry, doing pretty good, getting bigger than it was. This mulberry is doing fine with even some burning. This rose and the other roses got sunburnt, which is the need for the shade cloth, along with some other stuff. And two of them are doing fine, this one's not so much. My jalapeno plants that I have are doing great. The tomato plants I got from a customer at my store randomly just popped in and gave me some tomatoes. Those are doing okay. I lost one or two of them, but other than that, they're fine. Is that grass? Oh, damn it. Alright. Sorry, guys. We have Bermuda grass here, and if that gets established, it ain't coming out. Yeah. Okay, so here's a good example. If I can see. This dry twig looks like an innocent little twig. It is actually the root system to Bermuda grass. You don't want that. So just eat that into the middle of the sun patch. Let it die. Alright, so my heirloom tomatoes right here are doing all well. It looks like I need to come out here and water everything. Some of my other flowers are doing good. I do have some sprouts popping up because I did throw a bunch of seeds in here, so I do have some sprouts popping up, which is nice. Oh, you're new. Right here. There's a new one right here. Right here. That wasn't there yesterday. So slowly but surely this whole area is going to just be filled in with random flowers. These roses are doing alright. Like I said, they all got sunburnt. This one in particular is the best out of all of them. It produced the most roses so far. But this one seems to be the greenest right now. And there's a new rose, look at that. So pretty. So that's basically what's new in the garden. Lots of beans and some berries and whatnot. And then the other two bushy plant things, I'm not sure what they are exactly. I'm pretty sure they're just bushes, like little pretty bushes. But those, I put those there. Now with the sun, that color can fade. But we're trying to see how well they do and if they hold up better in sunlight or if they do in shade. And speaking of shade, no, we're not throwing any, haha. But this right here, this whole section here, is a little burlap, and I put it up on that section of the roof right there with some screws. Now this first piece I have to probably redo because it's barely holding on, but everything else is on with screws and washers, and it goes all the way down right here, all the way down to there, and right over here, and then down to the length of the fence. So it's all this area here, and that is to help shade everything. And then to keep them closed, what I did here is just get some yarn, and I just wove it in and kind of gave it a little knot every so often to keep it together, so that way there's no like patches of just straight up sunshine burning the plants. And this burlap is supposed to be a weed control, so it did smell like a pest kind of chemically smell to it. It was not pleasant. It made me very itchy. It made it to where it was a little bit metallic-y taste in my mouth if I breathed in any of the fibers, because it's just flake off a little bit. But once it's been outside, you don't smell it once it's been outside. I did leave the rest of the roll right over there. You might see it's that blonde thing down there, just because I didn't want my shed to smell like it anymore. But I think it's doing pretty well so far. I may have to readjust it. I do see that there's a problem at the fence right now. That was not like that before, but it is the one panel that is not very secure. Alright, so that zip tie, it looks like either got pulled on too tightly and I didn't have it in the right direction. So I'm just going to have to readjust that here in a little bit. But that's why the side is sagging a little bit more. That the middle section let go, which should be fine because all the other middle sections are let go. But this bottom piece down here, I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but there's a zip tie on the ground behind this little shed thing, and I think that's why it sagged a little bit. So I'm gonna go fix that. Alright, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. I said that I would show you guys this in the daylight when I had put it up, because I had put it up at night when I had gotten off of work. And then my husband came out here with me the other day and helped finish it and gave me some tips and pointers and helped me with the power tools and whatnot. So, you know, that was nice. We got to spend some time together doing that. And he agrees that this stuff smells like chemicals. So he wasn't too happy with the smell, but I mean the cost wasn't so bad. It was only $50 for 150 feet, and they're 3 feet sections, so each one of these panels 3 feet across approximately. We're not sure that's true to size, but I mean it is what it is. I did get quite a bit out of it and I still have a little left, so hey, it's fine. But I'm gonna go fix that, and I thank you guys for watching. If you guys like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.